Welcome back to Books with AR. Chapter 28, Chores. Among purple, black, white, and red, black represented a really high cultivation. Wang Lin couldn't see through his cultivation, so he respectfully said, "Wang Lin greets Brother Zhang. Congratulations to Senior on reaching black clothes." The black-clad youth looked at Wang Lin and slowly said, "Me successfully breaking into the fifth layer of key condensation does relate a bit to you. If I hadn't found that cave while looking for you, I wouldn't have broken through so quickly." Wang Lin was stunned and asked, "Brother Zhang, that hole with the suction force in the cave could help cultivation?" The black-clad youth nodded and said, "When you reach the peak of the fourth layer and need to use the chant to enter the fifth layer, go there yourself and you will see the effect." He glanced at Wang Lin and said, "Brother Wang, it can't be helped since your talent is mediocre, but since you are a disciple now, you must cultivate diligently. I see that you have no spiritual energy in you at all. You haven't even reached the first layer of key condensation. I'm afraid that out of all the inner disciples, you are the only one." Wang Lin was stunned, but wryly smiled. "I'll take apprentice brother's advice to heart. I will double my effort in cultivation." He suddenly changed the subject and asked, "Brother Zhang, what is the reason you're here today?" The black-clad youth chuckled and said, "It's nothing serious. The honorary disciple in charge of the chore house disappeared. Someone saw you go there that day, so I came here to ask you about it." Wang Lin's expression remained normal and laughed. "I have an inkling of what happened. Normally, I don't go near the chore house, but half a month ago, I passed by it, and an honorary disciple was talking behind my back, so I taught him a lesson. Maybe he got scared of me and left the sect." Brother Zhang nodded his head, half laughing. He looked at Wang Lin and said, "A disgusting honorary disciple is not important. Today, I came to you because the elders have decided that an honorary disciple shouldn't be in charge of the chore house, so they wanted an inner disciple to take over. But no inner disciple wants to go. They're all busy cultivating." Wang Lin wryly smiled. "I understand. It seems the task has been assigned to me." Brother Zhang smiled slightly and said, "Pack your things and head there today. Right now, the chore house is really messy. You have to get it back in order." He cusped his hands at Wang Lin, took a step, and a sword appeared under his feet. The sword emitted rainbow colors as he rode it away. Wang Lin revealed a frustrated expression. He didn't want to go to the chore house. The people there were too nosy. It would be too easy for his secret to be exposed. Also, there would be a lot of work that would disrupt his cultivation. But now, he couldn't not go. With a belly filled with anger, he packed his things and arrived at the chore house. After arriving there, he reached a decision in his heart. He couldn't stay in the chore house for too long. He had to mess up everything in the chore house so that every honorary disciple would go to the elders and ask for a replacement. With this idea in mind, he cleaned up Disciple Yu's room. Besides the bed and the table, everything that was useless was thrown outside. While he was doing this, a few disciples arrived at the chore house. They had learned that Wang Lin was now in charge of assigning chores, so many of them were nervous. The faces of a few that ridiculed Wang Lin the most were pale and their hearts pounded. Some had intentions of helping Wang Lin clean up, but after being glared at, they all obediently stood in the yard. After he finished cleaning, he casually sat down on a chair. He coldly looked at the 100-plus honorary disciples before him. He knew that the Heng Yue Sect had a lot of honorary disciples. This was only a fraction of them. In the next few days, there would be more honorary disciples coming back to report on their work. "You will now chop 500 pounds of firewood." Wang Lin casually pointed at a person. He remembered that that person had secretly ridiculed him. That person was stunned. He immediately cried, "Brother Wang, I used to work in the kitchen. I don't know how to chop wood." Wang Lin rolled his eyes. He snorted, Now it's 1,000 pounds a day." The boy suddenly knelt to the ground and started crying. "Brother Wang, you are a good person. I shouldn't have ridiculed you back then, but please don't be so vindictive. I can't possibly do 1,000 pounds. How about 500 pounds? The surrounding people all looked at each other. They all knew that Wang Lin would make things difficult, but this was clearly revenge. There were a few honorary disciples in the crowd that shouted in discontent. "Everyone, don't listen to him. Let's go find an elder and have them carry out justice. Wang Lin is too overbearing." "Correct! Let's go, everyone. Don't stay here. This Wang Lin has a villainous look. He doesn't even remember that he entered the sect by trying to commit suicide. Such a disgrace." The sound of the discontented voices grew louder and louder. Soon everyone left the yard while shouting insults. They all had looks of grievance as they went toward the courtyard, all shouting things like, "Wang Lin doesn't want us to live anymore." Wang Lin was relaxed in his heart. He didn't stop them and hoped that they would succeed. This way, the elders would get mad and make someone else take over, so he can concentrate on cultivation. The remaining 10 or so people were hesitating. They wanted to leave, but if this thing failed, wouldn't it mean that they had completely disrespected Wang Lin? Wang Lin wasn't in a rush. He waited for the result from the main courtyard. A moment later, all the honorary disciples gloomily came back, one by one. This time they were no longer shouting, but had eyes filled with despair and silence. Wang Lin saw their expressions and knew that they had failed. He was very disappointed in his heart. It seemed that he had to make an even bigger commotion. Thinking about it, he scanned the people here and said, "All of you who secretly mocked me, listen to me. I am here today to get revenge. If you're unsatisfied, go to the elders. If you can get me removed from this position, I will have to thank you." One of the disciples begged, "Brother Wang, you are a good person. Please forgive us." "Yes, Brother Wang, we were blind back then. Please give us a break. I'll count out to you." "Brother Wang, they all mocked you back then, but I never did. I even defended you.